The scariest thing in Port Charles this week is not the fake Nathan. Yeah, I said it. The man wearing Nathan West's face is dangerous, sure, but I think Willow Kane is the bigger emergency, because she may be one bad choice away from becoming the thing she keeps saying she is not. And that is where I want to start. Not with the mystery, not with the car paint. I want to start with Willow, because from April 27 to May 1, I feel like General Hospital is setting up a week where silence becomes a weapon. I could be wrong. This is just my interpretation. But Willow looks trapped in a very specific way. Not because one person is bullying her. Trapped because everybody around her wants a different version of the truth. Michael wants the truth that helps him. Drew wants the truth that protects him. Elizabeth wants the truth that makes medical sense. Jacinda may want the truth that gives her leverage. And Willow? Willow wants the truth to stop moving. That's impossible. That is the hot mess at the center of the week. Michael's talk with Willow may sound calm on the surface, but I don't buy calm from Michael when his family is on the line. He does reasonable the way other people do threats. Soft voice, clean logic, and suddenly you realize the door behind you is locked. In my opinion, Michael's plan is not just to win Willow back or push Drew out. I think he is building a record. Every hesitation, every strange call, every emotional slip from Willow becomes a brick in whatever wall he is preparing. That does not mean Michael is wrong. He may be right about Drew. He may be right about Willow being manipulated. But being right does not make a person safe. Then Elizabeth steps in, and this is where it gets sharp. Liz pushing for Drew to have more ways to communicate may seem harmless, professional, responsible, but to Willow, that request could feel like someone opening a drawer she forgot to lock. One extra phone number, one emergency contact, one hospital note. That is all it takes for a private promise to stop being private. I think Willow's panic may not look loud. She may smile, she may say, of course. She may nod like a saint while her brain is screaming, girl, run. Willow's danger is not evil. It is self-protection. Now, Josslyn. Joss is not sitting around waiting for grown-ups to handle the fake Nathan situation. Nope, she is moving. And when Josslyn moves, she tends to move like a match near gasoline. Her conversation with Dante Falconeri could be the first clean sign that she is building her own test. I don't think she simply asks, hey, is Nathan actually Cassius Faison? That would be too easy. I think she uses Dante as a pressure point. Maybe she mentions an old Nathan detail wrong on purpose. Maybe she floats a fake lead. Maybe she acts like she knows less than she does. That is classic bait. And if Cassius reacts to the wrong thing, Joss has him. But here is the part that makes me nervous. Cassius may not be the only person being tested. Sidwell watching James West, or getting too close to James, feels like a message sent without an envelope. He is telling Cassius, I can touch the softest part of this lie. That is nasty. Straight up nasty. There is a real-world lesson in that. Manipulators do not always threaten you directly. Sometimes they threaten the people around the identity you are trying to protect. Sidwell only needs to make Cassius afraid that James, Maxie, or somebody innocent will pay first. So Josslyn may think she is hunting a liar, but she could be stepping between two predators. And if that is true, then no. Wait, that is worse than a trap. That is a food chain. Curtis Ashford is on another track, and his track smells wrong to me. The black paint on the guardrail points toward a German-made black car. Isaiah Gannon has a black SUV. Easy connection. Too easy. I do not trust EC in Port Charles. Easy is where the bodies are buried. Curtis may start digging into Isaiah, but I think his real discovery could be that the evidence has been arranged, not discovered. A clue is something you find. A planted clue is something someone leaves where your fear will pick it up. Maybe Isaiah's vehicle was near the crash. Maybe it even touched the scene later. But I feel like Curtis is going to realize the timeline has a dent in it. The paint could come from one vehicle, the damage from another. Or the person who ran may not be the person who caused the impact. See, that is messy as hell, but soap logic sometimes tells the truth when it gets messy. Jordan's recovery matters here. I don't want her reduced to victim in a hospital bed. Jordan has instincts. If an unexpected visitor helps her remember one weird detail, like a voice outside the car, that tiny memory could wreck somebody's cover story. And that brings me to Tracy and Brooklyn. Tracy warning Brooklyn to keep steady is not support. It is a velvet-covered chokehold. Brooklyn may think the car problem has been handled, but she is not built for long-term guilt. Tracy is. Tracy can sit next to a secret at breakfast and ask for more coffee. Brooklyn cannot. So when Trina Robinson receives that package from Tracy and Brooklyn, I feel like she may become the accidental adult in the room. Trina notices details rich people ignore: a receipt, a timestamp, a weird reaction. She may not know the whole story yet, but she could see Brooklyn flinch when Jordan's accident is mentioned. That flinch is a clue too. And honestly, that is educational. When people lie, watch what they protect first. Not what they say, what they protect. Their phone, their schedule, a name, a scratch on a car. Lucas Jones may bring another emotional explosion. The offer connected to Marco Rios could touch him deeply, but grief has a funny way of sharpening anger. If Lucas learns Carly Spencer is tangled up with Valentin Cassadine, I think he loses it because he is tired of Carly treating danger like a family business expense. Carly always has a reason. That is her superpower and her curse. She can explain any secret until it sounds like loyalty. But Lucas may hear, I chose control over honesty again. And that lands hard. Brennan catching wind of Carly's hidden moves could turn the mood colder. Brennan likes secrets when he owns them. If Carly owns one he does not, suddenly she is not charming. She is a liability. Romantic? Maybe. Trusting? Please. Meanwhile, Lulu Spencer may be running on anger and mother instinct after Rocco shares more about the Ross Cullum shooting. If Britt Westbourne's name comes up, Lulu is not going to politely schedule a chat. She is going to push, maybe too hard. I think Britt may know more than she wants to say, but that does not mean Britt is the monster here. Britt often looks guilty because she is carrying 5 secrets and only 3 are actually crimes. Kidding. Sort of. Sunny meeting Britt could be about power. With Jason absent, Sunny needs people who understand gray areas. Britt does. Ethan Lovett does too, but Ethan may smell a setup. If Sunny is trying to pull Ethan and Britt into the same orbit, I feel like Ethan's first instinct is going to be, what is this going to cost me? Smart question. In Port Charles, every favor comes with interest. And then Cody and Molly. I like that their moment may be smaller. Cody might offer Molly something simple. Time, patience, a little room to breathe. In a week full of traps, that kind of gentleness stands out. So for the week of April 27 to May 1, my personal read is this. The biggest reveals may not be big at all. They may be tiny mistakes. Willow hesitating before answering Liz. Cassius reacting to a detail Josslyn planted. Brooklyn guarding a package too carefully. Isaiah saying the right thing at the wrong second. Carly smiling like she is fine when Brennan already knows she is not. That is how a story like this tightens. Not with one explosion, with little clicks. Click, click, click. I think GH is putting everyone through a moral stress test. And the scary part is, some of them may pass the survival test while failing the honesty test. That happens in real life too. People protect themselves, then call it love. They hide evidence, then call it mercy. They control the story, then call it peace. But peace built on secrets is not peace. It is just a quiet room with a bomb under the floor. And Port Charles? That town never leaves the bomb alone.